All right, guys, how's it going? So I've been and bought the Spanish football dailies for you. And I tell you what, right, I went to the garage to get them this morning and there was only 2 of the 3 that I usually get for you. So then I had to piss around and bum around to the fucking supermarket. They didn't have it. I had to go to another fucking town to get you one of these newspapers, which is this one. And I'm so glad I did, because I was like, do I really need it? And guess who's there? Look, it's all to do with Liverpool. So we'll be doing that, but in another video, not this video. So if you're new to my channel, I don't usually buy the Spanish football dailies. By the way, I live in Spain. You might work that out. I don't usually buy them, but because we've had the Zubimendi stuff, the goalkeeper, Milli Vanilli, we're calling him, at Valencia, Luis Diaz Barcelona, I've been buying them just during the, for the last few weeks, really, and I'll continue doing that until the transfer window closes at the end of the month. Now, in this video, we are going to be talking about Zubimendi. The clue is in the video title. And I'm getting a lot of new people visiting my channel at the moment, because they're all desperate. They all want to knock one out to some exciting transfer news and that. What you have to understand is, if you're a newcomer, I've been around these parts a long time, and I make these videos from our friends that have been following my content and my website, KopTalk.com, for 26 years. We're going into our 27th year, right? So you're welcome if you're new, but these videos are not made to attract new people or to grow the channel or anything like that. These are for my friends, all right? And it's important you know that. If you are not interested in hearing anything about Zubimendi, why watch a video if the name is in the title of the fucking video, all right? So wind your neck in. I'm just giving you a little pre-warning there before we start talking about him. So for those of the grown-ups that are here, that understand that, we go over what's being claimed, and understand that probably the Zubimendi situation is done, dusted, whatever, right? We're only talking, aren't we, about what the media is saying. And in this case, we're going to be talking about what the president of Real Sociedad has said about Liverpool and Zubimendi, all right? So guys, I had to put that in because, yesterday I was getting a lot of people going, why are you still making videos about Zubimendi for? I don't want to hear anything about him. Well, why are you watching a video with his fucking name in the title then, you moron? Do you know what I mean, guys? So, there was an article, this one, I'll just show it to you for validation. It's a private joke. Let's have a look. See this? Firm with Arsenal, okay? And within this article, there is a little bit about Zubimendi. This article is mainly about Merino, that is wanted by Arsenal, the Real Sociedad player. And if you remember, Zubimendi and Merino, they were running parallel, their situations. Like, it was putting the club under pressure, like, we don't want to lose these 2 players, both of them. So I will, basically what I'll say about that is the president of Real Sociedad has said he will not let Merino, this is Mikel Merino, leave at any price, he said here now. So he's dug in with Arsenal. And this is, it's not Liverpool related, but it's, it's showing you what his attitude's like with other deals and things as well. And there is something about Zubimendi in here. It says that he is happy with Zubimendi staying and with additional signings to which he can add a striker, central defender, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to read the article to you, but basically he's talking about the situation with Arsenal, and we're going to defend Real's interests. And when the operation is correct for Real, and only when it works for Real Sociedad, will they agree to a deal. That's what they're saying about Arsenal. Now, the other thing that I want to say to you, which I should have said to you before, is the printed versions of these are often different to the online versions. You can probably access these versions online, use Google Translate or whatever, Chrome automatically translate, for example. But the printed versions are often very different, and I can assure you over the last few weeks, we've picked up quite a few things from the printed versions that were not available online. So, turning to Zubimendi, and the president says he was happy about him staying. And this is what he had to say about Liverpool. He said, we received a call from the club, Liverpool, that wanted to put the clause, right? What that means is trigger the clause, right? This is a translation, that wanted to trigger the clause. And we told them that if they wanted to trigger the clause, it was their business. In other words, they were hostile from the start. They weren't willing, to do business with Liverpool. So Liverpool saying, look, we want to trigger this clause, and they're like, if you want to trigger it. That's up to you. And he goes on to say that the player told us that he's very happy in his environment at Real Sociedad, and he's proud to be there. He was then asked about the contract renewal extension, if you like, because there'd been some suggestions that maybe it was a bit of animosity now. They couldn't agree a new deal, and some Liverpool fans, let me rephrase that. Some media outlets were trying to suggest, the deal could be back on because they can't agree, that maybe there's no way back now and all that. So just to touch on the renewal situation, the president said renewal, ? Renewal. Martin knows that we would like him to be here all his life. And that, in a nutshell, is all that is being said here. All right. So the reason for the video is to tell you that this other player that's caught up in possible transfer move, which was running parallel with Zubimendi, that's still ongoing. They haven't just been fallen into what Arsenal want to do. So they dug in with Liverpool, they dug in with Arsenal and all that. So it's not just because it's Liverpool. Do you know what I mean? I think it's I don't know. I find it rather interesting to see what's going on with that other situation. And also, I think that he's touched on the Zubimendi stuff, saying he's not saying there's a contract renewal or negotiations taking place. He's just saying that we've conveyed to him we'd like him to be here forever. And I think the most important bit of this was when he said that we received a call from Liverpool that wanted to trigger the clause, and we told them if they wanted to trigger the clause, it was their business. In other words, like, well, do what you fucking want. So they were interested from the off. Do you know what I mean? And that is it. It's not, really a really exciting video, but the grown-ups here, we're not really here to be exciting and sensational. And do you know what I mean? Like, so I just think that many of you guys that appreciate to know everything that's been said, that's going on in the background, will probably appreciate this video. Those that don't, fuck them. Do you know what I mean, guys? Because I ain't got the patience for them people at the moment. The good thing is when the transfer window closes, we will lose those kind of casual visitors. We'll be back to normal, won't we? Don't get me wrong. We've had a lot of new people visit here recently that have left some amazing comments. Saying they're loving the channel, they subscribe, wish they found us earlier, love the community and all that. Do you know what I mean? It's just you get the odd knob jockey coming in complaining about the video being about Zubimendi, let it go and all that. It's like, hang on a minute, it's in the title of the video what the video is about, right? And we are letting it go. No, I personally don't give a fuck what happens to that player, but I'm just conveying onto people that are interested what's being said over here. All right, and that's it. Okay, so I'll leave that with you guys. I am going to do another video now about Milli Vanilli. We're going to talk about him in the next video, and then we're not dragging it out too long. So if you appreciate the video, please do give me a thumbs up. Please drop me a comment, and if you want to buy me a beer or a coffee, you can hit the super thanks button, which is the love heart under the video. And if you don't want to use that, there are other methods of supporting this channel in the video description, including joining my squad, which means becoming a channel member. I'll leave that with you. All right, guys. So I think it's self-explanatory. I think the video will be very exciting to the numpties out there, but I think those of you that enjoy the content and what we do here will appreciate the update. All right, guys. I'll speak to you in a bit. All right.